Tonight's story will take you deep into the quiet valley where a tiny kitten carries a wish powerful enough to touch the stars, and a mother's love strong enough to guide him through the darkest forest. This is not just a story, it's a journey of hope, loss, courage, and a miracle that returned from the sky. Paw Valley shimmered every year during the Night of Lanterns, a festival where every creature released a glowing lantern into the sky, carrying their deepest wish toward the stars. But this year Ginger Kitten felt no excitement, only a deep ache in his tiny heart. Since Papa Cat had disappeared months ago while guiding a traveler through dangerous mountains, Ginger's cheerful world had dimmed. Even the warm glow of the lanterns couldn't melt the sadness inside him. Mama Cat, though strong on the outside, secretly carried her own grief, but she never let Ginger see it. Wishes have wings, Ginger, she would whisper each night. They fly higher when you believe. But on the evening of the festival, as the valley prepared for celebration, lanterns glowing in every pore, music filling the air, Ginger couldn't stop staring at the empty spot where Papa used to sit. When Mama Cat handed him a small lantern and a paper strip to write his wish, Ginger whispered shakily, "I just want Papa to come home." Mama Cat hugged him close, wiping the tear that escaped his eye, then put that wish in the sky. "Sweetheart." But the moment Ginger lifted his lantern, his paws trembled and it slipped, floating away empty into the dark woods. Panicked, Ginger ran after it without thinking, calling, "Wait. Come back. My wish isn't inside yet." Mama Cat shouted his name, fear rising in her chest. But Ginger had already disappeared beyond the festival lights into the shadowy forest. The deeper Ginger walked, the darker the forest grew. Lantern lights faded behind him, replaced by the ghostly glow of moonlight leaking through broken tree branches. The air grew colder, carrying whispers of wind that sounded almost like voices, soft, lonely, forgotten. Ginger followed the faint glow of his lantern until it vanished behind a jagged cliff. As he crawled through thorny bushes and stumbled over rocks, he suddenly froze. A trail of shimmering silver dust wound across the ground like a magical path leading deeper into the woods. Ginger hesitated, heart pounding, but the thought of Papa pushed him on. After what felt like hours of walking, he reached a clearing unlike anything in Paw Valley, a silent meadow filled with hundreds of abandoned lanterns floating low to the ground, their lights dim, flickering, or completely dark. Some were torn, others dented, some trembling softly like they were crying. Ginger whispered, What is this place?" A gentle voice behind him answered, "This is the Valley of Lost Wishes." Ginger turned to see an elderly, silver-furred cat with glowing blue eyes, Elder Lumi, the guardian of lost wishes. Her fur shimmered like stardust, and her voice felt like a warm blanket. "Your lantern came here, little one. But you didn't chase a lantern, you chased your pain." Ginger's voice cracked. "I just wanted my wish to reach Papa. I don't want him to think I forgot him." Elder Lumi guided him toward a small, nearly dead lantern. "This one is yours." Ginger recognized his tiny paw print on the side and held it close, whispering, Please reach Papa. I miss him so much." But the lantern remained dim. Elder Lumi sighed softly. "A wish cannot fly if the heart carrying it has forgotten hope." Ginger lowered his head. I don't have hope anymore." Before Elder Lumi could answer, the wind shifted and carried a voice Ginger knew. Mama Cat's voice, trembling with panic, calling his name over and over. Ginger felt his small chest tighten. She had been searching for him in the cold forest, scared and alone, all because he ran without thinking. Tears filled his eyes. Elder Lumi smiled softly. "There is your hope, child." Ginger felt warmth flood his chest as he thought about Mama's love, her strength, her gentleness. He held the lantern close and whispered, "I believe. Papa, please see my wish." The lantern flickered, then glowed brilliantly, golden light bursting from its center. Elder Lumi nodded proudly. "There it is. Pure hope." But just as Ginger lifted the lantern to release it, a monstrous storm exploded across the valley. Thunder crashed, winds tore through the clearing, and lanterns scattered like frightened fireflies. Ginger clutched his lantern tightly, but the storm ripped it out of his paws and slammed it into a broken tree trunk, tearing its delicate paper. Its light dimmed to almost nothing. Ginger collapsed, sobbing violently. No, it can't be gone again. Papa will never see my wish." Mama Cat finally reached him, soaked, shivering, her breath unsteady, and scooped him into her arms. "Ginger, don't ever run like that again. I was so scared, but Ginger cried harder. Mama, my wish is broken. Papa will never know. Mama Cat cupped his face and whispered, my sweet child, your wish doesn't live in paper. It lives in your heart. If Papa is out there, he feels every beat of it. She placed her forehead against his and began humming Papa's favorite lullaby, the same one he used to sing every night before bed. And in that moment, something miraculous happened. The broken lantern on the ground flickered weakly, then lifted an inch into the air. As Mama's soft melody filled the clearing, the lantern glowed brighter, pulsing in time with her voice. Then, through the fading storm clouds, a single bright lantern appeared in the sky, glowing stronger than all others, defying the wind. Mama Cat gasped. Ginger, that lantern. It's Papa's. Ginger stared as tears streamed down his cheeks. The lantern floated down slowly, gently, as if guided by familiar paws. When it reached the clearing, it pulsed twice, then released a glowing symbol, a warm, golden paw print that matched Papa's perfectly. Ginger let out a small, heartbroken sob and touched the glowing paw print. The lantern seemed to purr in response. Mama Cat wrapped her arms around him as her own tears fell silently. Elder Lumi stepped forward with a soft smile. Do you understand now, child? Wishes made with love never get lost. They always find their way. She used her magic to repair Ginger's torn lantern with silver threads pulled from the air. Now, let your wish fly with hope, not fear. This time, when Ginger released his lantern, the sky welcomed it like an old friend. It soared higher than ever, past treetops, mountains, and clouds until it reached the spot where Papa's lantern glowed. The two lanterns touched gently, and merged into one brilliant star. Paw Valley, which had watched the storm anxiously from afar, now stared in wonder as a new star appeared in the sky. That night, a new tradition was born. The Star of Papa Cat. Every year, Mama Cat and Ginger Kitten released a lantern together, whispering into the sky, we love you, always. And Ginger finally understood that love, once sent into the world, never disappears, it only circles back brighter.